From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the Lunch Hour News Blast for April 30th, 2025. LGBTQ Nation is reporting that the Ohio Supreme Court has allowed a ban on gender-affirming care for transgender youth to go into effect while lower courts decide on the law's constitutionality. The court granted a request from Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost to allow the ban to go into effect, despite a judge's ruling against the law last month, according to The Hill. It's a terrible shame that the Supreme Court of Ohio is permitting the state to evade compliance with the Ohio Constitution. Our clients have suffered tangible and irreparable harm during the 8 months that House Bill 68 has been in place, including being denied essential health care in their home state. The ACLU of Ohio's legal director, Frida Levinson, said in a statement on Tuesday about the court order. The case began soon after January 2024 when state Republican legislators passed House Bill 68, a bill banning gender-affirming care for minors as well as trans girls from playing on sports teams matching their gender identity. Governor Mike DeWine vetoed the bill, but both chambers of the state's Republican-led legislature overrode his veto. Their override made Ohio the 24th state to ban trans girls and women from playing school sports as their gender, and the 23rd to ban trans minors from receiving gender-affirming medical care. The ban prohibits healthcare providers from doing anything that aids or abets minors in accessing gender-affirming medical care. The law also prohibits mental health professionals from diagnosing any child with gender dysphoria without also considering other concurrent mental health conditions. In response, the American Civil Liberties Union of Ohio sued on behalf of 2 families with trans kids, alleging that the law violated provisions in the Ohio Constitution, including the Equal Protection Clause, which ensures that individuals will be treated the same under the law regardless of sex or gender. The ACLU also said that the law violates healthcare freedom and unfairly limits parents' rights to make decisions about their kids' medical care. In April 2024, an Ohio judge issued a 2-week block against the state's ban, saying that it violated the state's constitution's single subject rule, which forbids bills from covering more than one subject. In this case, House Bill 68 included both a ban on trans athletes and on gender-affirming care. Then, in August 2024, the same judge ruled that none of the ACLU's legal arguments were sufficient to justify overturning House Bill 68. The judge ruled that the law didn't violate the single subject rule because both of its provisions dealt with the regulation of transgender individuals. He also ruled that the law didn't violate the Equal Protection Clause because Ohio has a legitimate interest in protecting its citizens from the negative possible consequences of gender-affirming care and trans athletic participation. The ACLU pledged to continue its legal battle against the law. Then, last month, a 3-judge panel for the Ohio 10th District Court of Appeals ruled that the ban does violate a state constitutional amendment, Ohio's Healthcare Freedom Amendment. The amendment prevents state or federal intervention in denying any form of essential health care. Plaintiffs pointed out the numerous medical associations that consider gender-affirming care to be essential to trans people's overall well-being. State attorneys called up anti-trans medical experts to defend the ban, but the judges looked at the so-called experts' credentials and found them to be unreliable state witnesses. Go figure. House Bill 68 violates at least 2 separate provisions of the Ohio Constitution, Levinson said. We will continue to fight this extreme ban as the case goes ahead before the Supreme Court of Ohio. That's the News Blast at this hour. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. And if you happen to be from Ohio, maybe you want to come across the border and visit your friends over here in Pennsylvania. We'd be happy to have you come visit, maybe stay a while. Just a thought. Time now for the latest Meadville area weather forecast right here on PEP Radio.